Hey, I am live. I'm Terrence, your computer concierge with Computers Plus. Let me get that glare out of here because that glare is really coming in there. And I am here at Computers Plus, located at 3330 Cobb Parkway, Suite 154 in Acworth, Georgia. Have a second location at 3473 Cherokee Street in Kansas, Georgia. I'm live on Facebook. If you don't know that, then that means you don't know what Facebook is. So you got to know what Facebook is, because if you're viewing this, then you're on Facebook. So I'm asking any questions that people might be having, especially this is during their lunch break. What time is it right now, Caitlin?
12:09.
So 12:09. So this is your lunch break. So if you're in your car, if you've got nothing to do, ask me a question. I can hopefully possibly answer it. Try to give you the best solutions to your tech issues. And if I can answer it, I'll find the people that can answer it. But I can pretty much answer almost everything. If not, then I'll find the right person. So, do you guys know that Comcast, there was a breach in Comcast? So if you do have a Comcast email, I'd recommend right now, change your email, change your password. You know, one thing that people ask, that me at times, and ask all the techs here, is like, how can I be more secure on my email, just all in general, Terrence? How can I be more secure? There are different fundamental things that you can do, such as changing your password every 3 months. Another thing is never putting your first and last name on your email description. I can't tell you how many times I have seen people email has their first name, last name, address. I saw a person that had the address, Caitlin, had their address, had their date of birth, had everything on their email for Google to see. And those are things that people do not need to know. Like, Google doesn't need to know your address. Google doesn't need to know your first and last name. Use your first initial, last initial. I tell that to all my different customers, that do not use your first and last name as your email, and don't use it as your email. Like, don't have like, you know, my name is Terrence Thompson at gmail.com. Like that would make no sense, because if I was ever hacked, or if somebody ever got an email and they were using it for nefarious reasons, they would know my first and last name. And with a quick Google search, depending on who you are, you can get a lot of information from someone online.
I have like 4 emails, so.
You have 4 emails? I have like 25.
One is like a nickname that people call me.
Yeah.
And then my last name. And then numbers. And then my other one is like my first main name and numbers.
Never use your first and last name on your email. Please never, ever, ever, ever do that. So I'm going to school you on that. The reason why, again, because hackers have your first and last name. And there was a story that I was going to tell later on, but I'm going to tell it now. There was a customer that came in, and she had her first and last name on her email. And then on her email, when doing a little bit more digging, she had her first and last name, address, phone number, date of birth. She had everything but her social security number. She was wondering why she kept getting IRS notices about unpaid taxes and all this. She thought she was hacked. You know, she got those phone calls that, you know, have you ever gotten those phone calls? You owe the IRS $20,000. Well, she actually did owe the IRS money. And when we did some further research, someone, because she put her first and last name on her email, created a company in California with her first, last name, date of birth. They basically almost had her. They had to probably have some way finagle her social security number, because these companies, these hacking companies, I can't even call them companies, these mafias, what do I say, like, you know, these.
It's not hard to find out.
You know, they gather as much information on you as possible. And with her, they created a company in her name and put her picture as a CEO. So she had a lot of work that she had to do after we were able to clear off her computer from the viruses and get her safe and up and running again. So, you know, let that be a lesson for those people that just kind of say, well, who am I? I'm nobody. They're not going to hack me. Who wants my stuff?
Facts.
Well, it's not just your stuff. It's your identity. And if they can take your identity, then they can manipulate you into being in a different state, in a different city, purchasing property, purchasing land. Hey, Dan the man is on Facebook. Dan the man. Hey, you guys all remember Dan the man? Dan the man. God, you got to do a surprise visit, man. You got to do a surprise visit, and you got to do a surprise visit, Dan. Walk in, kick in the door, say, "It's Dan the man." Yes, you got so many viewers that will probably be just Googling their eyes at you, waiting to hear some next anecdote that's going to come out of you. Like 42. Dan the man. If you look back on our Facebook and TikToks, you'll see Dan the man. And you'll see he is the face of Computer Less. Remember? Yeah. So anyhow, so Dan, hey, Dan, tell him, always 42, tell him, Dan, never put your first and last name as your email. Never put your first and last name in your email, and never put your date of birth, social security number, address, any of that in your email description, unless you're a company where that would be required. But if you are just like a regular Joe and you are just doing emailing, please take that off. And if you already have it and you don't want to lose all your contacts, create another email, forward all your emails to that email, and keep it moving. Nope, Google already has it. All right. Hey, so, I am we're actually working on some custom PCs right now. We're going to do some gaming PCs. If you guys follow us on TikTok, you'll see some gaming PCs that we brought out, some more that we're working on. And that's what we enjoy doing, working on PCs, laptops, anything like tech, except phones. We don't do phones.
Or iPads.
Yeah, iPads. Now, we'll do the software for the phones. So if you have an iPad or an iPhone that's maybe locked, you can't get into, got to get your pictures, we can definitely take care of that for you. But if you're looking for us to replace your LCD, we would recommend some other companies that, one that comes to mind would be Our Repair. I think they're a great company.
Or this one by the Duncan.
CPR, yep. But no, not all the franchises in CPR are great. Certain ones are, so you got to find the right ones. Excuse me. And so because, they're not all created
or
equal.
T-Mobile or wherever you got your phone from.
Yeah, a lot of companies are doing that now. You just kind of opt and get the insurance and then get you another phone, because sometimes, waiting to get your phone repaired can take years, and it's only minutes, because these devices are glued to us on the side of our hips. And so we have to just make the best decision for us. And sometimes it's just better for us just to get the insurance through the company and not getting it replaced. I actually had a customer that came in and they got their glass replaced. And because the company, which will remain nameless, sounds like us, they messed up the fingerprint reader. And luckily the people at T-Mobile were nice enough to get him another phone, because he only had the phone for maybe like 2 or 3 days.
Oh, goodness.
And he cracked the glass and got the glass replaced, thinking that it was going to be done right, and it wasn't done right. And the one thing about it, because he had the insurance on it, Samsung insurance is great. I mean, it's so great.
Protectors.
Yeah, screen protectors. Yeah, got to get the screen protectors. But the one thing, Tech Tuesday.
My screen is like cracked.
I'm so excited that Dan, if you guys don't know who Dan is, take a look at some of our past videos. You'll see who Dan is. So.
Is he the guy on that computer?
Is he on that computer? He's on one of these computers. He's all over the place. He's like his aura. So, hey, remind everybody that today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Women Wednesday. If you're a woman, please come in. Check in your laptop, desktop. You get 10% off any service or any products for Women Wednesday. And Friday is Free Diagnostic Fridays.
Yep, and then Military Mondays.
Don't let me forget about Military Mondays. Thank you for the service of the people that have fought for this country's rights and still fighting. And we are so thankful for them. So we do Military Mondays to honor them.
Show IDs.
We need, yeah.
Yes.
Have we had a couple of them slip past the goalie with IDs?
No, but they tried.
Yeah. And, a lot of people don't really recognize the women in the military. The women in the military go through a lot, because a lot of them are raising families, and their significant other is away for a long, long time, and they're having to do everything themselves. So big up to the women in the military. So let's extend it to the women in the military too, okay?
Yeah, Military Wednesdays.
Military Wednesday!
Military Mondays, sorry.
Still got Angry Pac-Man. Oh, yeah, we still got Pac-Man. Look, there's Pac-Man. Caitlin, get Pac-Man for me. Yes, we still got Angry. Yeah, but they're all like left because you remember we were doing that big promotion with gaming PCs. If you buy gaming PCs, you got a free Pac-Man. We had like 20 of them. We had 20 of those Pac-Mans, maybe 30. And if we only got a gaming PC that got the Pac-Man. We actually even did a Pac-Man build in honor of it.
Yeah, we saw that. I saw that on Facebook.
Saw that? Yeah. That was really cool. Light up like a Christmas tree. So remind everybody of what?
You should do like hoodies or T-shirts.
Well, we do have hoodies.
No, I mean like gift them.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Tell you what, if you get a custom gaming build BC built through us, we'll give you a hoodie. Thank you, Caitlin. See how we change things so fastly here? We're like, you know what? You get a hoodie. It's cold out there. It is cold in Georgia right now. It is freezing.
It's supposed to be 15 next week.
Okay, so this is a great reminder. There are people in our community that don't have hats, gloves, jackets. So if you do have any hats, gloves, or jackets, or scarves, please bring them to Computers Plus. We'll get them into the hands that need them most. We have a lot of homeless veterans. We have a lot of people that just don't have enough money to even buy gloves or a jacket. So if you do have a jacket or a scarf and it's in that closet and you're never going to wear it again because it's not even in style anymore, like
clothes that you just need to donate.
So yeah, like that too. I mean, take them to a church, take them to your nearest church. We work with Northwest Christian Church, North Cobb, North Star.
Ben over there.
Yeah, there are bins outside. But take it Christmas is maybe over for you, but for other people, they definitely need Christmas every day. So another one, and you get a hoodie. All right. Hey, I'm going to chime off now here. I'm Terrence, your computer concierge with Computers Plus, and we will see you guys soon for Women Wednesday.